We have a determination of quorum.
Check.
Thank you. And we also have new business. Oh, wait, let's consider the minutes.
Make a
Has everybody had
motion,
the opportunity to review the minutes?
Yes, I did.
make a
Make
motion.
a
we
motion to
accept
pass the minutes of Tuesday, May 14th.
We have a first.
it. Second.
We have a second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed signify by saying. Minutes are approved from last month's meeting. New business. Back update.
So this is kind of like the financials too at the same time. So I have in your packet there this year's and last year's to date revenue. And like I thought we'd be, we're behind. I think the weather's kind
I
of
was gonna say, the
hurting
weather
us.
hasn't been kind on you.
Yeah, the weather, been a little cold too. Our internet sales were doing pretty well at the, like our pre-sales were doing pretty good, so happy about that, but we're still kind of down, so I'm hoping that it gets hot and stops raining, but Thursday is supposed to be like high 63. I don't even think we're gonna open on because it's just gonna be. So I just wanted to kind of give you guys a heads up on that and kind of show you that the future is going to be good because now we can actually compare years together with simple printouts. You know, all part of that rec desk stuff. Hopefully, at the end of this year, we'll have that we can use. So we're down a little bit, but we're pushing forward, and you know, barring any breakage, our expenses are down a little bit. So hopefully that's good. And nothing breaks. Just want to kind of show you guys that and kind of prepare. So it's on pace for a break-even year.
Second.
To old business, the field markers.
So in your packet, so the very last page, field marker. Tammy did you work with Rob on it?
Yeah.
Yeah. He sent me another one. He said that we could bump up the field part to the top, and then he could spread out the 5 kind of over the stitches a little bit and fade them out a little bit. So I think if you guys are good with that, I mean, it looks good to me. I say we just move forward.
I make a motion to move forward with the field signs. Field marker signs.
Do I hear a second?
I'm so proud of you.
Any other discussion?
I would like to talk about.
No, these markers.
One more
besides
month.
Tracy.
No, but I think I am going to hire the guy to do my light sign from the shop.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The metal guy.
Quality
Oh,
Cuts?
yeah. It's a good.
And I'm gonna contact him about one of their flags.
See, so he's making
Yeah.
money off us.
Those are
So
cool.
yeah.
Yeah, eventually I'd like to do a DAC logo in metal too, so at some point. He'll get business.
So we have a first and second on the floor. All in favor signify by saying aye. 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 Those opposed signify by saying nay. Motion carries. I'm gonna go with the signs.
All right, so here's the next one. The moment we've been waiting for.
Okay, the next.
Hold on.
Amphitheater.
Okay, so Scott Perkins sent me over some stuff. There's one I like. Want to do.
But don't tell us what you like yet.
I know. I'm
See if
not
we
gonna
can
tell you
guess.
guys. Okay, so we'll scroll through here, and the first one here, we'll call it.
I'm teasing.
We'll call it the Parthenon. So I think he just tried to put some elements of art because I told him I wanted it to be, a little artsier. So he's got the louvered ceiling. I don't know if that's going to work on any of these because the whole purpose in having the shell is to block the band from getting wet. So
Is that really open or is that just letting light in?
It's not a clear glass roof, I'm guessing, so I'm guessing it's probably,
Wow, okay.
yeah. And I'm not totally in love with this big thing on the front, but I think we could use that as a chance to name it. And maybe do some 3D metal on the front of it, which
Yeah.
would look really cool. Or we could even do
Yeah,
some
I don't
sort
care
of
what you
art.
name it, but if you do it architecturally,
Yeah.
like you're talking about, that could be very.
We could even do some sort of decorative thing on there. It's almost like a canvas right on the front.
Yeah.
We gotta do something though, because it looks
Even if it was just like
looks like a big
like
thing
leaves,
of metal
like bronze
plopped on the
leaves or
top.
something that ties into the wood.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, or acorns or something like that.
All right, so that's A,
Okay, moving on.
and then B. And
Moving on.
C. And then D.
Why do we not have a roof on any of these?
I don't know why you didn't put a roof on it. But so
Isn't that the roof?
with going with
It's
Scott,
all the same thing.
It's a pergola.
It's a pergola, yeah.
so the reason why I wanted to go with Scott is because he's going to be a little bit more artsy. So then you're normal, right? So we're going to have to figure out how to mesh with function. And this one, the top is not going to function. It's just not going to work for us because every band that I'm booking is like, hey, is it undercover?
Is it cover?
Yeah, do you have lights and is it undercover? We already talked about the light thing, and we're just going to do straight down lights, and then we're going to put the smart lights in them, so we can change the hues and stuff on them, which will be really cool. So we'll be able to do some fun stuff with that. But as far as like the roof structure, we're gonna have to work on that one a little bit. So which one do you think?
Are those all brick?
Yeah,
So
they're
I thought
like
we had
moving
like
brick.
a roof and then like two side roofs. Like
No,
off
that
to the
was
side.
that was
I like
two
way
designs
back.
ago. Yeah.
That was one of them.
Yeah,
you
that's
know
where it
your-
came back, and it was like $200,000.
You know what your big. You
Those
know
are the
your-
ones I like. But-
You know what your problem is?
what's that?
That first one that you showed us that had the arc roof, blah blah.
Oh,
blah. No,
yeah.
the first one years ago.
$250,000.
Yeah, and we all fell in love with it. So these already have strike one against them because it's
Yeah,
not
I
that
know.
one. But it doesn't even like imitate that at all.
Yeah. I
The
know.
roof doesn't. And as far
That's
as the
where we
back
got-
goes,
that-
see
that's
this
where I
back
thought
right
we had,
here?
Like the three roofs kind of like made an arch.
Yeah.
'Cause
Well,
you
it
had a flat
did.
and then two
It did.
sides.
Yeah.
Well, scroll through them again for me.
Like all the brickwork. I mean, where did, are we,
Where do we
does it
cut-
have to be brick all the
No,
way up?
And here's another thing to go
Well,
along
we were
with
trying
that.
to mimic that Marquette amphitheater.
It should be. It's again that first one that you showed us didn't have brickwork; it had stonework, and the stone like big riverbed stones instead
But
of
we
bricks.
can't do stone because we don't have anything with stone. So
Why
it would
not?
look super
Why?
weird.
Everything around you is stones and trees and stuff. I think that would fit in more
Yeah,
than a.
but
Than,
nothing we have has stone on it.
I mean, no structure you have has stones on it, but the whole park is full of stones and
yet.
water and.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
yet.
I think if
Tracy
because
is
there's
gonna
nothing,
change it
there's
all.
nothing there's nothing around you that's brick like that.
Well, the water feature thing is brick. The
Yeah.
restaurant
Nothing
is
around
brick.
this and the amphitheater. You know what I'm saying? And so the more that other one that had stones and stuff looked more like state park or national park looking rustic stone and stuff like that. And not
So
that you can't.
That
do
was
with
the
brick, but that was-
polygon structure, right? And
Exactly.
so when we went past 50 feet wide, it like quadrupled the price. And the problem is if you got to have at least 60 to be able to get anything big in there. So that's where we're at.
I'm just talking
60
about
right now.
using stones as a material instead of brick.
Where do these prices all come in at?
I don't have a price on this one yet, but I have a price on the structure of it. The structure of it was going to be like $40,000, and that's what you guys voted on last
Yeah.
time. So the goal was to then put brickwork around it.
And I thought the reason to put brickwork was to keep the kids from being able to climb. That was one of the good benefits
Yeah.
of brick.
Yeah,
Not
and
just
you
the
can
only
power
reason.
wash it, and all
Yeah.
that fun stuff.
We
And
need
he
more
can
of a
do
back, though.
veneer.
These are all surprising me because there's not a back. I mean,
Well,
that- see, keep going.
we talked at the last meeting
That's kind of
about,
a back. I like that one better.
But
Yeah.
at the last meeting, we talked about, there's gonna be a maybe we could do a backdrop of some sort, didn't we?
Yeah, and that was where we talked about putting the brick in the back was to, so if you make a little space inside of the big space, you can still make it smaller, like you could set up a wedding
Yeah.
spot right there. And then we talked about stairs out of the front too, and I
Yeah.
think that would make this a little nicer.
Yeah.
If you added those stairs, like the walkway or runway up it. And then here, on this one too, you can stretch a screen so we wouldn't have to use our inflatable anymore. So then and it would be kind of covered as well, so we could turn on the movie earlier, which, our movie didn't get over till midnight.
But you
You know,
can't
and
start
no
it till
families
when?
keeping their kids out till midnight, so we have to figure that one out a little bit, but, yeah, I don't know.
I don't have a problem with the brick. I have a problem with the roof.
Yeah, the
No,
roof roof's gotta go,
The
no
roof's
matter
gotta
what.
go.
And then at first I was wondering like, what is that front beam doing? Because I thought he said it was gonna be kind of I-beamish and be more like slanted out. But this is like the opposite, almost like the roof was switched around. But I wonder if because we went with the cheaper one, that we don't have those options. It's not a polygon pre-manufactured structure.
Would it look a little better if those came out past the post?
The roof came out past the
Yeah,
post?
3 or 5 feet.
Yeah, I think it
past.
would look better.
Yeah.
I think it would look better. Yeah, making it more of a roof than it just looks like it's held up by the four
Looks
corners.
like it's a lean-to right now. It's a really nice lean-to.
Yeah,
With
make it
holes
come
in
out a little further, that way it doesn't give places for the turkey vultures to roost.
Yeah, I was a little worried about all this area for birds' nests too. I mean
No,
that.
we don't need any of
whew. We could have a couple, I don't know, flocks living in there.
So of the ones you have up there, that's probably the most functional, right? It's the one with the block wall in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my first
Because
choice.
it does what we had talked about to where it's still a big structure, but it's a small structure too. And then you have to where you could set up a wedding thing pretty easily in that middle area. Actually, I got married at the zoo, and I think this almost looks like the same exact structure, but in wood, with the holes in it, and then it had vines and stuff growing all over.
And the front steps like you were talking.
Yeah, I think it needs
It
front
needs to have
steps for
that.
sure. If we're
Made
gonna
out
do
of-
something like this, it needs to be jazzed up around it for
Made
sure.
out of brick.
And I don't know, he just sent me over, hey, I got 3D drawings, there's 4 options, look them over and tell me what you think. So, I don't know, it sounds like we're all, like, oh,
I think this was the best of the 4, but we gotta start with the roof and even if he doesn't change that,
Yeah.
give me another
Roof
look.
and-
I guess
roof
I'm
line.
confused on, I thought we were
Yeah.
doing a flat and then two angled sides.
no,
I'm like
because
way
of the
back.
price,
We
because
were doing
the-
that for a while, but that,
the price was at like 190,000. Let me look up the polygon, but now we got 365, so I can actually look.
so
We were pushed that way.
is that roof it? We can tell him no skylights,
I don't
no-
know. I think we should be able to do something
so
different with that
big.
roof.
It
I
looks
don't know
like
why it's
different
that big.
color, that would help. The color doesn't really
Yeah, like
go with the brick.
maroon at least, or something, or black. I thought the other one was black. So here's the one that it's modeled after. That one looks way better.
I like that roof a lot better.
Yeah.
I don't hate it, I guess.
Oh, I don't like the roof on the ones that have been proposed.
This
at all.
this roof is 100%
At
better
all.
than
At all.
yeah.
So what do we want to look at with the roof? Well, we know we need it to be.
Cover.
Well, what are our choices? Can we do something like that, or are there even more choices out there that we? Can...
I don't know if there's limitations because of going with the all steel.
There has to be. We can't do.
Yeah, but I mean, that
Yeah.
It just looks so awkward on top of the.
because I thought he
the
was gonna
columns.
go I-beams too, so that's not an I-beam. It's like a big square.
Well, it looks like a couple I-beams that have been covered with
Yeah, with something.
metal or something.
Is there any way Scott can come show us some options of different roofs?
Yeah, I mean, we can just tell them like, hey, look, we want some more options for the roof. We need it to
I
be.
think the brick would be
Well,
a
then that's
little
the-
easier to digest if the roof looked better.
That's the feedback then. Pick the one that had that, pick that one that you had, the solid back. Let's argue about brick and backing later and say we need options of roofs.
Yeah, the roof just looks funny and it looks.
Yeah.
Thing. See what he can do. See if he can.
It
modify
doesn't
something.
have to be like that, but that's a big improvement right there.
So, you know, when we look at, let's see where we're at. Look at this one, this one. I kind of liked where these are kind of stubbed up a little bit more, so it's not so much brick.
And those are so much wider than that. Those, I mean, those, ones that the ones on the other one look like a presentation poster, or those just look like a post that's holding something up.
Yeah, like there needs to be more girth on it.
I mean, that looks like part of the,
I like the lights built
love
in
the
too.
lights.
It's kind of cool.
Well, lighting is, it's definitely different, lighting,
Yeah.
but.
Yeah.
You know,
So
and on
we
the
need
other
a
one-
wider facade on the front
Yeah.
posts.
You're
That's
right
what
on
I'm
the stem.
hearing, right?
Okay.
Well, and it seemed like we've seen,
And
again,
then we need a larger overhang on the roof, and we need a solid roof.
we need more roof options to look at.
I was like,
It doesn't have to be like that
You can
segment.
look at completely different
Yeah.
roof options.
yeah, we're not into the louvers.
Get rid of that.
You know, if we
A
didn't know
solid
where that
metal
was
roof.
sitting, we would swear that was just a regular pergola and
Yeah,
designed
I
for
know.
somebody's backyard.
In a garden. or
Yeah, in a
something.
garden. But knowing where it's at, you can, the scale.
we want birds like coming up in it. We talked about that
Yeah.
Wasn't there one design that had
with him.
I thought he was even the one who mentioned it.
that had brick or stone like bases, but then they went into like a smaller
Post.
Yeah.
posters or brick, and then I think it even went to the.
Go back to the
Yeah,
roofs.
even if like on that one, the back one, go back to that one.
Oh,
Even that one doesn't.
Yeah, that one's not, that one's only 50, and it's 100 and.
well, tell Scott we want it to look like that.
Right, Jack?
I think it was this one, wasn't it?
Yeah, I like that one.
That one is cool. The rounded is what costs so much more.
I don't like the rounded roof, and that's okay. I can be the one minority there.
Just need options, right?
I just need a solid roof.
I thought we had a solid and then.
To be fair to you, I never ever heard that kind of conversation since I've been
I think we saw it
before
for a long
before
period
me.
of time.
Yeah. We've been doing, there's
Oh,
been
we've been
several.
looking at.
Kind of mimic the arch, but it was like flat and then.
The one that you had shown us that
The original one.
is. Do you even have that on? You had
It'd
a
be in my
brochure with it.
email, It's just a matter of.
It was a brochure you passed around. I'd be surprised if you had it, but I don't know.
I know we had it in the park. Well, definitely back to the drawing board. So,
Well, that's the feedback.
solid roof, and we want the roof to have like different lines, or what, how do we want to say that? Just, or more options, less bulky.
More roof options, and maybe show him that one that is better. Not that it has to be that one.
Definitely needs a greater overhang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cantilever.
Yeah.
And I'm like you, well, it'd be nice if the columns didn't go all the way up to the top and there was some,
Yeah, kind of shrunk a
Yeah.
little bit before that.
I think it'll probably take another month to hear back from them. I mean, is
So
this
you
gonna
could
take another year?
I don't
could
know.
send us
At
all
this
emails.
point, I mean, we got time is on our hands. We're in next year. You know what I mean? No way that it's gonna. Yeah, I mean.
We never had a deadline anyway. Like, it's got, there's too much. There's too
Well,
much.
maybe we
Well.
were too
That's
optimistic
self-imposed.
that it would be
But
quick.
it's better to research it good than to just jump.
Yeah, I think so too, because it's gonna be a forever thing.
It's gonna be a huge anchor in the
Yeah.
park.
I said about that entryway.
speaking of which, the markers are going.
Check out this though. So Danny Jack's.
Is it in there?
So
No, this is.
Six. For a walkway?
Who's they?
Wonder how high that'd have to be,
I don't know, but that's pretty sweet, isn't it?
because we get a lot of tall,
Yeah, I know, like oversized loads coming
Yeah.
through. Put that up, then they'll have to. It's pretty cool though.
gateway and pedestrian crossing, it'd be the gateway to Danville. The problem is the gateway to Danville needs to be way out farther east now.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah. The actual entrance.
Yeah. Hmm. Back when people used to walk farther. They were worried about
People
people
actually
walking.
walk.
Yeah, now we need to make sure the pathways are wide enough for golf carts.
Oh, here's one, Kent.
You don't
This
wanna
one?
Park with the grassway.
Is that the one?
Yes.
Okay, see that one, Kent? Not doing it.
Yeah. See that one, can't get it out of your head.
That's the one.
42 by 30.
It's not near big enough, right?
Yeah, and I think when we got the custom quote for it, it was like 170,000 or something like that.
Oh my.
And the only one we could afford was
Right
this
there.
one.
That's it.
Oh.
That's the one.
Yeah, and then this one
Wait.
had,
Let me
this one
see it.
had the same problem. It
No,
was
there was one
only
before that.
50 by 25. And then, so anytime you go over already engineered ones, it like triples the price. So if you wanted to add 5 foot to this thing, it would cost you like double.
Put two of them side by side.
Yeah, exactly. Just cut the middle out.
Put a gutter right up there.
Yeah, and I think we looked at this one for a while. About that one? I've seen that one in a lot of places, actually.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Under the sea. $30. And it's only, what, 48 wide?
Yeah, you're starting to bend steel now. That's really
Yeah, anything round was like more money.
I don't mind the other structures that Scott submitted, if we could widen up those front, the front of it, the face pieces, overhang and make it a solid roof. I mean, lighting and sign, when we name it signage, will make a difference.
Yeah. It looks like a barge or something sitting on top of some bricks.
It's just, doesn't look like it belongs there.
Yeah. Doesn't it look like a barge? Except that one would sink because it's got holes.
Zoo, do they have wood? Is that right over the brick?
Yeah. And then they have like the vines
What
growing.
are those,
or
what are
whatever.
those rocks over that one of the seven wonders of
Yes, it was like Stonehenge.
the world? That's what it reminds me of, Stonehenge.
Stonehenge might look cooler than that though.
If only it was as cool as Stonehenge.
Giant rocks.
Tell him that.
It does have bigger bases and
Yeah.
it just doesn't look.
I feel like you could even drop this back down some and just make these a little bit wider, put,
Yeah, I'm with Ken. It really does not look like an amphitheater.
Oh.
I think overhanging the cantilever the edges would help.
yeah.
And
Maybe
forward.
we're not getting the visual of the slant coming.
Yeah, we're
Right?
definitely not getting the visual.
it's
of
gotta be
slant
taller
from
in the
this
front
angle.
than it is in the
It's
back.
huge too. I mean, it's 25 foot tall.
It's gotta be
big.
taller in the front than it is in the back, right?
Yeah, it is. It's got a 12-1 slope on it.
That's quite a bit.
Yeah. Or no, 112.
112. I guess it's not sloped as much as the
No,
bottom.
12-1. Every 12 inches drops one.
But
Yeah.
still
Then
not
it's
as much.
25. Yeah, 25. It's not vibing, is it?
All right,
But,
let's
when
move
I first
on.
pulled him up, I was like,
Okay, so consensus is back to the drawing board.
Please go back to Scott.
With the appropriate feedback, yes.
yes.
All right. Any other discussion on that?
I drew what I wanted it to look like.
You just got-
Huh? Send that to Scott. Scott, make this happen. See, I drew it.
Other than my wild hair. We'll leave that. Okay, moving on. Wayfinding.
So I think we're gonna be good for July 1st to meet with the council prior to their meeting. I'll send out an invite to you guys. They confirm it. So Mike and Mark said yes, but they still have to get the council, get it all set up. So I will send you like an invite to that. My goal would be to kind of blow up what we have. Go to Office Depot or whatever and get some big blow-ups and styrofoam pictures, have them laid out in the train station, and to have everybody at the table together and really just kind of project. I'll put together an agenda, let you guys look over it. Highlight anything, let me know. But I'll be happy. Do a talk. We're gonna have a million questions, I'm sure, and go and walk the grounds and kind of show them where it would be, and we'll have all the plans there because we have the plans. Just, you know, support this. We do have some funds. I think we have 75,000. Probably have to pay for something. It's make or break there, you know, it is what
The
it
markers
is.
are gone out of the front of the park.
Do what?
The markers are gone from the front.
They should still be there. We've got a reference point there that
Okay.
we can shoot.
Mowed over them.
It's probably Frank. Any questions on that?
Everybody's got things to do. We're checking.
Do what?
Everybody's got things to do. We're check marking.
Yeah.
Discussion.
None.
Just had it.
None. Okay, July 1st.
Yep.
Those of you can make it. Wonderful. Right.
Are you implying that you won't?
Be there.
You will?
Yes,
It's always there.
Do you want to?
Those of you that would gladly join me, I'd appreciate it.
Yeah.
Let's move on to Hargrave.
So the past 2 weeks, we've been hitting Hargrave hard, trying to get the windows done. They're framed up. Now we're trying to cover up the broken brick on the edges. So we got 3 of them done. We should have the next 3 done tomorrow. We ordered the flooring to fix the edge around the whole border. Pretty much has to be added to it, and it's going to end up being probably aged. Try to tie it in, make it like a stripe, so hopefully it kind of looks supposed to be there. We'll probably get the floor resurfaced too. We bought speakers. Eric is working on the AV stuff. We've ordered a few things. Good. We're just trying to get it done.
Someday when we have tons of money, replace those windows?
I don't know that we can because of how we use the space. We have the summer park program.
I just
Basketball
want
in there.
light in there.
Yeah, I know light would be great. Because the problem is, it's a great dodgeball place. Dodgeballs and windows. Plus, if somebody was running and they into the window,
Can't that happen now with the windows that are there?
it's metal.
That's, oh, I thought it was just
No, it's metal.
paint. No.
Yeah. Energy efficient? I would say no.
Yeah.
It's pretty much just metal things where they framed it out where the windows were. And now we're trying to soften it by adding the wood around it, but really we're trying to protect hitting the edge of the brick more than anything.
I just
So we're
wanted
gonna
light.
router all the wood too, so all the corners will be rounded. Light would be awesome, but for its use,
But,
Probably
you know,
wasn't a
some
good idea
gyms that
for
have
windows.
windows like that have like those bar things over them so that you can't get to the, or they have those windows that are.
Tempered.
Yeah, but have like the hive look thing. Anyway.
LED lighting now, you can use that.
No, I want the sunlight. I want
Not
the sunlight.
there. But we do have LED.
I have retrofit kits.
Yeah, do you?
Are you happy? That's all we
It's
want is for you to
messy
be
in there.
happy. Well, and I think even when we're finished, we're never finished.
No,
There's always
we
gonna
are
be
never
something
finished
to
with
do,
anything,
to
yeah.
improve and
Try to push it forward.
maintain.
Why? Maybe we can get the painter to come. Pretty close to painting. I need to get the floor fixed. We're having major problems with the building. Water doesn't work. We have to kick the AC on every day. Trying to push to like, hey, major issues, but they can't seem to fix them. Because the building was kind of like plop, 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 plop. Now let's put AC in. So it's terrible. And your space is probably one of that whole wing over there is terrible. At least the humidity and yeah, it's yeah, they were supposed to send us a tracking number. We may just end up having. Yeah, we're gonna mount fans on 3 fans on 3 pillars. And I think getting
You need,
into
you need
do
windows, don't
more
you?
of this. Yeah, there's. Yeah.
Because you want it dark, don't you?
Yeah. And then if we had blinds, they get blasted by the balls.
More fun.
And not break
that
through the
way.
window.
Would just be one more thing to get torn up.
The ball glows, you know.
One more thing we can't maintain. Yeah. Cool. I didn't know that. That's awesome. Have Eric probably call the painter guy and see what his schedule is. And see. He said it wouldn't take him but a week. It's a one-man show too. Yeah.
It's gonna be horrible. Participants are gonna.
Yeah. Maybe better smelling than it is. With all the walls open, it kind of like has this weird. Oh, right. Well, that's weird.
Keep the breaker.
Yeah. God.
Electrical, yeah, that'll.
Could be the fan motor. Yeah. Yeah, we're still working on that stuff. Yeah. Yeah.
A decision on what?
I mean, we'll reach out to you. We're not gonna in the dark or anything.
We're waiting until you leave.
Yeah, we were gonna have a meeting July 5th. Mwah.
Let's move on. Reports.
So just in the financials, we're doing good at the pool. I don't have them with me today. I still have to do some data. The budget is coming up. They're going to schedule it, so I'm going to do a pre-budget and probably have it for our next meeting to talk about. The only major thing that I probably see kind of following with our priority projects was upgrade of the DAC. Soon. So I'll have that kind of built in there and hopefully have some hard prices to fix some of the having a hot water heater, the bathrooms, ADA, and try to do the project that we've always kind of probably be the last big project there because we're going to also kind of tying in with that is so the Indiana Lions, you know, we talked before and I showed you those reports as far as the kind of what he needs to stay. He came in and talked to Mark, and Mark wants to push it in front as far as redoing the court lines and redoing the goals and make it like because it's kind of an economic development. Try to get him to change his
What are they?
the teal and purple. It's
Yeah.
hard for Danville people to wear teal and purple.
Red and gray.
It's like
Yeah.
Brownsburg. You know? So he didn't seem very open to that, but you know, our goal there is I mean it's a good thing to have him there. Plus, you know, our facilities are we all kind of know that. I mean, they're good for what we have, but if we get a chance to fix it up and we can, you know, someone else is going to pay for it, Tyrone is hard to work with sometimes, and we've had communication about that, the invoicing and stuff, and he wants to pay bills after instead of before, and harder to collect when you've already rented the facility, if you know what I mean. So we're gonna work on some of those things, but I think the relationship is good and the purpose is good. So if it does move forward, that's awesome. Step in, you know, what we wanted to do. That's supposed to come up in the next. I have no clue what the hot cold is on that. They may say this is stupid, or they may love it. So we'll find out. Mark's going to present it with me. So
We need, Mark, do we need to change anything policy-wise then? With the,
no, I think we just need to say, you don't pay, you don't play.
This is our policy.
Yeah, because we are extending our hours for him. That's where it becomes problematic, is like, okay, you can't cancel right before. I have scheduled staff to come after hours, you know, to be there for you. And then when you cancel, it hurts everything, you know, down the chain. So,
is he paying for the staff to be there?
yes, he's paying for the staff to be there. And then he's also paying, instead of, because he uses more space than just the gym, there's like 5 other rooms. So he still gets a killer price that he would not. And, you know, the goal is it's a program that we don't have to operate, but we can still call it our program. You know? I think so far it's been a win-win. We learned a lot first.
Sports. And let's see, on the programs.
We are in the midst of the heavy programming season. We have a lot going on. Junior golf, the second session just started. Swim lessons have started. We also have little guppies that'll start next week. We sold out of little guppies like hotcakes this year. We had 20, 25 on the waiting list. Each one. A lot of people don't offer kids swimming lessons because the lifeguards hate it. We also have pickleball league. It finished up actually last week. I put this week on there. Also, summer park program started. We may talk to you about doing some changes next year with summer park program. No pre-registration as far as for the days is very hard. We normally have 60, 70. This year we had 100, so our ratio was really bad as far as kid to ratio. So that all of our planning got messed up because they had planned for 75-ish, usually what I planned for, and then show up. I mean, it's a good thing, but it's a bad thing at the same time because then we start worry a little bit more, and then we have to pull more staff over to help them. So we have some ideas to where maybe we have people register for each day that they're going to be there, and then that way we can plan our supplies around that. We can pre-divide the groups, and when the check-in, check-out system could be better that way. Instead of having this list of 300 you have to go through, you know, this is 75. Still have some people not show up, but it may be easier. And then we talked about even a $1 a day, maybe doing. Friday would be free swim. So that way you kind of paid for the swim with $1 a day, but hold people accountable to where if we only have 75 slots for people, they don't just sign up for every single one and then don't. We think they would do if it was all. I know there's going to be some kickback with it being a free program, but pretty much the same thing plus $3. We could do scholarships. we even have the kids for 3 hours, so technically we could add an hour. I don't know, we're gonna analyze the data and then come back. Hey, here's some options we like. Police and fire camp, that'll be in 2 weeks. Also have sports camp. That'll be after the next part. There is a lot. We also have evenings in Ellis on Saturday. Eagles tribute band. And we've been getting a lot of decent calls on it. So hopefully the weather holds out. It's been a rough year for weather. But we're hoping for a big crowd because good band and we did pay
Out on Friday.
we had over 100. It's pretty good. Usually it depends on the weather, but we had over 100, and then we want a start time thing. I told Nate no more picking
We
movies
changed
over
the
an hour.
Eastern
and a
to
half.
Central, right?
Yeah, exactly. The old school way that we
Yeah.
had it. Yeah. Kind of miss that sometimes.
I have a couple things.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
I shot a wedding at Blanton House last weekend.
What?
I shot a wedding.
Shadow wedding.
Shot a wedding.
The photographer.
Define that.
I do photography as a hobby, and I did that as a for a friend.
Not on a tower with an
Something I
M16
found
and-
really, really in need of at Blanton House, and it's only like $100. Get it? Is there is no diaper changing station. There's a mother changing her baby on the floor.
If I hear Bill talk about that.
We already
one more
ordered
time-
that too.
Did you? Good. Because I just thought that is
Well, we did
not
it.
right.
We did it for the train station. And we did it for the North Park restaurant.
Yeah.
I guess we just didn't even think about
One will fit in that handicap bathroom one.
it. I got a slim one. So
Okay.
Hopefully that.
It's
means
okay, as long as something
it'll
good gets put in there.
Yeah, we may have to just move
Same
some
station?
things around.
Eh? All right.
No. Yeah, I'm good with that, yes.
Okay.
I just wanted to know an update on Winterland. When's the next? When are we gonna start having that conversation again?
So they delivered that letter that we
Yes.
talked about. So
And you probably
that
won't.
part is good, and then Kiwanis has said yes that
Kiwanis?
they would take it over. So now we need to sit down and I'll set up a meeting with that.
Okay.
With Shelby gone. Kind of liked having Shelby there too. And so they've got some like
When is she back?
transitioning staff.
Yeah, it's not too long. I think she said 8 weeks.
That's all I had.
But yeah, we do need to meet. We're gonna switch over on Winterland. We're gonna do a contract. Hey, here's our expectation. We're moving on.
Now,
We were very relieved after we found out. Take it on, because we were gonna probably. But we
Did I-
think we're gonna have to do a big market.
don't you also think, does that contract like got to be renewed every year? It's not like a,
At least for the first year, probably.
because I
Yeah.
feel like we need to grade them every year, whoever it is.
We need to have that accountability. And the turnover.
Real quick, back to Blanton House. Did I remember to tell you about the tree that was on the gazebo?
Yeah, we already got that.
Okay, thank you. Because it seemed like that's where all the kids wanted to go.
Yeah,
The way it's like, no, come over here.
yeah, because it's
There's
kind
a
of
big tree
creepy.
on the gazebo.
And we are also, we just ordered sod for the front. Right in front of the. Gotta mow that one. Have the old school, like, blade push roller thing, so Bill was real happy when I
I'm texting him right now. Because he'll do that during the meeting. they talked about.
Yeah.
Yes, Bill. They think
Tell
you're
him I ordered the
wonderful.
sod.
Any update from junior football?
No, not from junior football. Side note, the roofing. So it looks like Rotary may take that on as a project.
For the dugouts?
Yeah. So that could be awesome.
Yeah.
So we went through and kind of laid out different things. I'm still waiting to hear from. I need to talk to Jenny. Hearing through hearsay, and I want to hear it from the person so that I don't guarantee. That could be a huge savings. And Jimmy's going to do the top of his water plant there too. About maybe doing the bathroom, north side. Except for the shelter. That needs to be on the list.
Mention the test well.
I didn't. Told me.
The town approved 2 test wells. They'll be over by the Rotary gazebo, not gazebo, Rotary
Yeah, the
What do we call
trailhead.
that? Trailhead map. Other side. Into the Blanton Woods. Are basically to monitor what the drawdown flow, other wells when they're pumping, because those are wells, production wells.
So
So
what happens
one-
if it's a good site?
Well, okay, I guess I guess we'll step 10 steps ahead. And that general area, I'll back out a little bit from that, Will. That's kind of a potential site for a new water treatment plant. Go back in. Yep. Kind of where your arrow is. Behind that diamond, kind of in that vicinity, would be a new treatment plant. So that'd be a second water treatment plant. And so there's an existing, or not existing, but proposed test well that'll be in that vicinity. One on the other side of creek on the in Blanton Woods that would be another well. So,
The west side.
yep, right?
So it has to be right there?
Yes.
I mean, you can't pipe the
hy-
water over
The
to,
hydrogeologists, those are the 2 next areas that he feels like would be best for locations for production wells. And those will be good to monitor the levels while we're pumping from our
So when you say a
Limits.
plant, is it as big as the one?
well, it'll probably be about the same size.
I guess it all depends
My envision is it'll probably about the same size or bigger, and then that one will. And the reason is well, obviously the aquifer is along the creek, the best water supply. We have mains in that area to connect into the well and are finished. Everything around it is protected because of. So
I guess as
that's
long
kind
as
of the strategic plan, and I'm involved with the master plan. That's the site that we're.
Makes sense.
And as
kind
long
of
as you
a
plant a
heads
tree
up.
around there.
Originally,
Make it not look ugly.
Originally, we
Like
talked
Brownsburg.
about putting it at the amphitheater.
Yeah.
The amphitheater
Are you serious?
area.
Really?
And I talked to Jimmy and talked to everybody.
Right.
I was able to further north and get it away from the amphitheater.
Plus for
So
the north, isn't it?
it's kind of
higher?
out of sight at that point, and it's flat in that area, and that's the next well site. So I'm like, put it there, and then we're next to the well site also. To me, it made sense.
Well, and
It's
it-
kind of-
we're not losing something by putting it there, diamond
No.
or parking lot.
We didn't have
And as
anything
long
in
as
that
you,
area.
as long as you plant a tree or two around it to dress it up. But then you said across the bridge too would be a great spot. And there isn't anything going on over there, is there?
Right in that area. So right now, we've been approved, and they're gonna go ahead and move forward with those two test wells to kind of
To see which is.
okay, what's the formation look like? Is it good? And then also then we'll put in level transducers while the other plant's pumping out existing wells in the park and see what that does. It flows through. We actually got a request from IDEM. They're like, hey, you're a good spot for this. So they're gonna pay for, I think, that level. So they'll probably be drilling those, I would say, probably in the next month.
And
See how,
they're
it'll be
the
loud. They're gonna
Pounding
be, they're gonna
kind
be,
too, where
yeah.
they're like,
Yeah, it's gonna be a direct bore instead of
Oh, really?
cable tool or reverse rotary. It's gonna be a direct bore.
Are they gonna do
They'll be
that?
6-inch holes. I'll let you guys know whenever they end up
My
going.
husband would rather be interested.
Yeah,
Well, if for
I'll
nothing else,
find out.
if for nothing else, to learn what a transducer. What did you say?
Transducer.
A
Yeah,
transducer.
level transducer tells what the
I don't
level
think you're
is throughout.
equipped with that knowledge.
Do what?
I don't think you're well equipped to handle that knowledge.
But
It's top secret.
But they
You have
will,
to have a
they'll
badge.
throw pumps in there and they'll do pump drawdown tests and everything to see what capacities would put a full-blown well, water supply well in that area. Which, these will be 6-inch, and if they put wells in there, they'll probably be 24.
Hey,
And then they'll keep those monitoring wells to see what that does in that area.
Hey, keep Tracy in mind next time you bring your kid to work day, because I think he'd go with you. 'Cause you deal with that stuff all the time.
learn about it.
Yeah. And if you want to see what the plants will look like, I can.
When I was a
My
Boy
husband
Scout,
did
we went to the
water,
water
wastewater.
treatment.
Worked for Danville for 15 years.
Who did?
My husband.
So that's the thought is that's the area for the new.
And we need a new one because
Well,
Yeah, what's the time
small-
frame?
Well, it can't treat enough water, and then and two, it's going to become where the useful life of it's. They're good for like 25 to 50 years, and we're in about that plan.
I feel like it's always been there.
So if we build a new one, we'll build it big enough for everything, and that one.
Secondary.
I envision that one. I'm recommending that one to back up then. It'll be kind of run on through. So in summer months, that one will run at a higher. That way it'll kind of- What?
Just listening.
Bill doesn't like the looks.
Yeah, the water things are ugly.
Hey, you come with
It's
us.
your world.
Next week, we're going on tours. You
Yeah.
come with us.
We need
They
to
may
like
be ugly, but
turn it
they're
into
needed.
something pretty though.
So you gotta.
I just don't want it to be like Brownsburg. Have you seen like what is it? What's their main park by the railroad tracks?
Oh, yeah.
Or what? There was their main park by the railroad tracks. Wait, is it what?
Arbuckle Park?
Arbuckle.
It used to be Arbuckle. It's still Arbuckle.
You go
I don't
straight
know. I
into
don't
the
know.
back. There's like a giant treatment plant back there. You ever
Really?
seen it?
I don't know. down
Usually
down
there's
the middle
there's a
of
water
Brownsburg.
tank right by the plant, so
Yeah.
like around storage tank. Get away from.
Yeah, that would be great. Minimize the height, I think, is the better. But what? 20 years out?
Huh?
How many years do you think that'll be?
That'll start probably in about 3 years.
The start of the new one?
Yeah, because the new one, I mean, the
Dang,
one we
was
have
thinking
now
I'd
is
be
about
retired by then. Yeah, and maybe this end I was thinking is
The
maybe
master plan will roll out late fall this year.
maybe
so-
this becomes, we incorporate this whole end kind of to that, and then we bump the trail down this way so that it kind of separates it from us. That would be kind of the goal. And then these two fields are gonna come over to here anyway, so you're gonna have some good green space sides too,
Yeah.
so.
I know before, Will, we
But
talked
right
about
here, there's
down,
no-
down there. and
yeah,
that's
there's
where-
no
That's
good-
where Jimmy originally wanted.
Yeah.
I've talked him out of doing that.
There's
Thank
no
you.
good
And
spot to
moving
put
it
it
up.
there. Yeah.
So if these test wells are good, I think he's going to be on board too.
And then maybe we can focus on fixing this layout. Ever since we upgraded the bathrooms, they work a lot better now. We didn't really put a lot of money in nicer material. So,
Railroad.
no, no problem.
I second it.
Any other discussion?
No. Make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Whoa. Oh, all in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye.
Right.
Okay.